Hi, I'm Nikki Brooker, and I'm the founder and CEO of YANAM2M. You Are Not Alone Mom to Mom was created 5.5 years ago, back in April of 2017. It was created out of a need after some tragedies happened in our community. In November of 2016, Jennifer Labor picked up her two kids, ages 3 and 5, from my kids' elementary school, and she took them for a drive. She drugged them with oxycodone in cough medicine, and then she shot and killed both of them and shot and killed herself in the family minivan. It was behind what used to be a Sports Authority, and it rocked my world. I was an educator. I've been an educator for 25 years now. I was teaching full-time in 2016 and decided that I was giving more to my students than I was to my own kids. So I decided to quit my full-time job. And with the phenomenal support of my husband, I decided to be more at home, but also needed to work because I am a better mom as a working mom. So I was substitute teaching in the schools, mostly at my kids' elementary school because my son wanted me there. He asked me to come and work at a school. So the principal called me the night this all happened and said, I need you in the building tomorrow. And I said, okay, what am I doing? And she said, just be here. I'll explain tomorrow. I said, okay. So I went in and they explained the whole district was there and they had a counseling center and everyone was in one room and they told us what had happened. And most of us had heard about it on the news, but it rocked my world. And she said, we have these subs here just to help out. If you need a break, if you need to send a student for a break, whatever you need, we're here. We have a huge counseling center here from the district. We're here to help. So I was just there to help out for the day. And I'm standing in the hallway talking to the other substitute teacher. And this 6th grade boy walked in. And he walked in from the mobiles outside. And he's standing there in the stairway. And he's just sobbing. Now, this 6th grade boy was way taller than me. He was like 6'1". He was huge. And he was just crumbling. And I walked up to him and I said, hey, buddy, how can I help you? And he said, Ethan was my reading buddy. I read to him every week. How am I supposed to be okay with the fact that his mom murdered him? And I sat there and said, I don't have an answer for you, but I'm going to take you to the counseling center. And hopefully they can help you. On the way to the counseling center, he looks me right in the eye and he says, how do I know my mom's not going to kill me tonight? And that's when it hit me. This mental health break that this mom had, this situation is not just a family of 4. This is a whole community. This ripple effect is huge. So I got him to the counseling center, went to the bathroom and had a nice little cry. Pulled myself together and I went into the kindergarten classroom because what's better for your soul than hanging out with 5-year-olds? So I walked in the kindergarten room and sat down at the table and a bunch of them were sitting there making pictures. And I said, what are you doing? And this sweet little girl says, well, we're making pictures for our friend Ethan's dad. I said, oh, well, that's nice. She goes, yeah, our friend Ethan's dead. His brother's dead. His mom's dead, but his dad's not dead. So we're just going to make him happy with these pictures. And it hit me that forever, these children's kindergarten year is the year their friend Ethan was murdered by his mom. That doesn't go away. That doesn't change. So that was November of 2016. I went through the holidays kind of in a fog, not sure what to do, not sure how to handle all of my feelings about it. And then, February of 2017, another mom did it. And this mom, I had another strange connection to. I did not know either mom personally, but I'm weirdly connected to both of them. And this mom took the life of her 5th grade daughter, so a 10-year-old. And that little girl was best friends with a good friend of mine's daughter. So then I saw it from that side, and I saw this 10-year-old little girl say, how am I supposed to trust anyone ever again? How am I supposed to just move on? That was my best friend. My best friend. And I've seen that poor girl struggle throughout the years. And that's when it hit me. February of 2017, I said, okay, this cannot be the new norm. This cannot be how we solve our problems. This cannot be how motherhood is handled. We have to do better. We have to support one another. So how do we do that? So I put it out on my Facebook page and I said, what are we going to do? And it just kind of melded into, let's create a support system. Let's create a nonprofit. Some very strange search of circumstances came about and we became a nonprofit pretty much overnight. Long story. And if you ever want to know that story, I'll tell you that another time. But basically, our nonprofit was created so that no mom ever feels alone or that they're not enough. Motherhood is the hardest job on the planet with no guidebook, with no instruction manual. And even if we had an instruction manual, it would have to change every minute of every day because our kids change. The world changes. Everything changes every day, every minute. And so we would have to be remaking it every 5 minutes anyway. So this is the hardest job there is. And we need to do a better job of supporting one another. So our nonprofit was created and we're loosely based on the AA model. So we had gatherings and play dates for the moms to come together and build a village. And then every mom is offered a support person or like a sponsor. And a support person is just another mom who can say, I've been there. I've locked myself in the bathroom and cried too. And just be a non-judgmental support for moms. Here in Colorado, over 50% of moms who give birth in the state of Colorado are not native to Colorado. So they don't have their people. They don't have their aunts, uncles, cousins, brothers, and sisters here. They don't have their support system. So we want to give every mom a support system. So that Support Mom has been a great program. We have done great things with that. We have changed lives. We've saved lives. We've done awesome things. And then our outreach program is also a clearinghouse of resources. So if a mom comes to us and needs something, we help them find it. We're just here to make sure moms are supported. Our in-person gatherings, of course, were stopped during COVID. And we were finding at that time that our in-person gatherings weren't really working the way that I wanted them to. We'd have a mom of a 3-week-old and a mom of a 3-year-old. Anybody who's a mom knows they're not connecting because they're not in the same space. One's worried because she hasn't slept or showered in 3 weeks, and one's worried that their 3-year-old's going to throw a temper tantrum at any moment and how I'm going to handle it, right? So you're not in the same space, and it's not the bonds that we were hoping to create. So we created a new program, and this new program is called Strong Mamas, Thriving Babies, and it's going to change the world one mom at a time. I'll explain that program in another video so it doesn't get too lengthy, but I wanted to give you a background of what YANA is, why it was created, and where we're going from here. Thanks for being here.